Yes.
TOP FM.
People play, they put so much energy, so much time into their game, and they come to play the game and you cheat for this guy just to keep you in the tournament. All because y'all want big name to remain in the tournament. Come on, people already pay for the ticket. They're going to watch the game regardless. It would even be
But then,
better for the
but then, what
tournament.
say you? What say you when we were red carded and then something went behind the door and the gentleman had to continue playing? What say you on that?
Who?
I think he was the scorer, one of the scorer. He has a Nigerian name,
Oh, Balongo.
right?
Yeah, I think that went against the game too. You know.
Because he was red carded and should have sat down, and then behind the stadium there was a conversation ongoing which brought him back into the game. And the game is all about fair play. It's a fair play. Cannot have an institution that thrives on fair play, and you have these things that are not in link or tune, or one may say a fair play kind of practice.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do those kind of things, it spells a little bit of corruption. Because anything that is unwholesome, anything that is bordered on cheating, um, not doing what is proper, that's corruption.
Yep.
So apparently, the FIFA is trying to corrupt the game of football.
Absolutely.
If they are doing that for Messi, because if I have a big name such as Messi, and they don't want to be put Messi out of the league, no, if Messi goes out, he goes out. The same thing happened. People came before Messi, Maradona, Diego Maradona. Maradona, he played on Argentina. I think they won twice, and the other time they could not win. And he's deceased now. Messi has replaced him. So you see, there is a need for balancing the activities of the sporting federation, FIFA, that is. But let's give you back to you. I think I see Mr. Wu in studio now. And are we ready to go live?
We are live.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But then let me say hi to the radio and TV audiences and to your good self and Mr. Wu. How are you today?
Okay, so let's do this. Mr. Nepe, you're gonna run the show today. So you take it away, sir. The show is in your hand. You got it.
Wow. It's good. It's good to have this opportunity.
Let me grab something. I'll be right back with you guys.
And we say thank you so much.
Right back with you guys.
But let's play our team song so that the people know that we are on the air. Let's play our team song so that Mr. Wu, are you hearing me? Mr. Wu,
I getting you. Okay, Mr.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, Mr. Nepi, I getting you. I don't know what I getting me clear.
Okay, I just begun to understand you.
Hearing you.
Mm-hmm.
Nepi.
Yes, sir.
Maybe it's an
No, I can hear you. I can hear you.
internet service.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
So those of you just joining the program, I back to D4 here on top 105.3. Just keep low to your radio and don't you go away. We're going to have a time, give you the platform, put in your calls. We're going to hear from you. But for those of you watching us on the social media, on Facebook, YouTube, you can just please don't forget to share also return us here too. Share to other media outlets that you are following, share to other pages, share to other group that you are also following so they can be part of us here.
Are on the air now.
Archie Wright. Play. Alex Tiulu. Producer correct. We ready to fight. No palava, no fear inside. Truth must talk, we not go hide. Call Mr. Kotubo, bring that sense. Ready veterans, speak no nonsense. I must right, talk and clear, clear. Anthony WKC, they make me think clear. Audience speech, strong woman, yeah. You wrong, she go say, Leader G, out inside, for me, town already. Numbers, steady, steady. Rock push to town, from market to yard. If the matter strong, we ain't keep down. If the matter strong, we go talk. If they hide the strong, we go bring them. Make small, put up a stick. I your big guy. We go talk, we go talk. If they hide the truth,
We could bring oh yes, and of course that's it here this evening on the program that back today for those of you that's joined. Let's say welcome to the radio service of Teach Our People Communications Incorporated, top 105.3. To you live from Zwejo City, Grange, County, Republic, Liberia. Whatever you are following us from, what are the social media, welcome those of you in radio land. The example great to this relating to you. I would like to say welcome to the show. Thanks for always being part of us here. And for those of you here in GN District, good evening to you. Welcome to this evening show here on Top 105.3. If you are there, the news radio, Bodyville, Sandal Row, EROZ community, city community, and a few. If you also there, the Brand Cutter, Zambo Cutter, we let us say good evening to some of you in Bafta community, the man Agnes D. Tabet. Let's say good evening to all of you and welcome here this evening. If you're there in TWR community, we let us say good evening to you. Those of you in Barville, let's say good evening to you. Yariville, good evening to every one of you and welcome here this wonderful time. Just keep your radio on 105.3, don't you touch it. If you are lying down in your room, the only thing we need from you tonight is just increase the volume a bit so that the next person closer to you in the next room can also be able to join the show here this evening. So if you are watching us, help us share and just drop your comments, tell where you're joining us from this evening. And we appreciate you. So you can say, man, let's see, Ellison, wow, that's wild away. Yeah. And it can be always be confusing me. I don't know what we are. But I think, like you said, if I get the correct line, say, well, and let me say good evening to Mr. Wright and Mr. Smith. So those of you watching, just drop your comments. Trust me, they're going to read out to the public. Mr. Nebe,
Yes, sir, Mr. Ulu. Well, today is Tuesday, the 14th of June. And this is the July 14th day edition of our top program. This program is intended for not only the loving people of Grand Tide County, but for all Liberians at home and within the diaspora of the universe. We come to you every time at 5 o'clock, and anticipating that your mic is on. We come to you every time at 5 o'clock. Your mic is on. Anticipating that the viewing public will comprise the television and radio. It's not because of you and because of Mama Liberia that we take up time every day, except on Sunday, where we go to various churches to give obedience to the good Lord who has so magnificently blessed all of us. Today we have issues, and we'll be talking about the International Justice Group, which is either in the country or have recently departed the country. And also we'll be talking about, in fact, we'd like to go back to yesterday, just to give you a warm-up before we can come into the actuality of today's edition. Yesterday was what on your mind, and many of you expressed your mind. Many of you were of the view that we need some closure to the missing person, the 4 missing persons. And then we spoke about Mr. Gamodel Kripoji, or who is known as Prince, a health practitioner or health service personnel who was murdered in Minnesota on June the 27th. And it is heart-wrenching. It is so tragic, the manner in which. Can you imagine somebody is going to serve you, leaves his home just to come and sit in for another person and doesn't go back to his family, only for his wife and children to be told, "Oh, we're sorry, your husband died last night." Not naturally, but your husband was beaten to death or starved to death or brought down by gun. We hope that the law will take its course. We hope also that the Liberians within the United States of America will be careful to understand that if it happened to one, it can happen to you. So the sooner they can marshal the will, the sooner that they can amalgamate their strength and bring this issue to the front burner of the U.S. government system, precisely in Minnesota, the better it will resonate throughout the United States, especially for our brothers and sisters who are in the health service. And then we talk about this man who who murdered our brother. That we hope that the law will take its course. The Liberians will sit with the Attorney General, Honorable Keith Allison, and see how they can rein in to put some pegs into place to curtail an incident of this nature. We will talk about the building of that has been bought by the EPA at the tune of $800,000 US dollars. I suppose so the initial value of $1.3 million. We were of the view that if it were the only building that was up for sale, with all other buildings in the arrangement, then we don't think it went well. It went well. I mean, we say that without any fear of favor, because we think when we talk about transparency, you have to begin with transparency. And a situation that is unadulterated is not impacted by who knows who and what can be received as a kickback, but what is done to elevate the image of the government. And there was this information about the McGibby magistrate, which we did not dwell in too much. Today we're talking about the International Justice Group. Why does Africa is entangled, so to speak, with the international justice system? Africa is entangled. We have had the opportunity of some visitors from the RJC, International Justice Group, appealing to the legislators and then the Supreme Court, two distinct branches of the governing system, to sort of say, be careful how you dispense contempt charges. So everything, if you have anything towards that, why must it be Africa? When even in the great United States, contempt charges is prevalent. The charges are prevalent in the United States, where in the thought of the legislature of the United States of America, they can bring contempt on you, just as the court can bring contempt charges on you. The validity of or the reason supporting why these charges come contempt to the legislators or to the Supreme Court, the court understand the reason appertaining to why they do that. But the RJC is of the opinion that it ought to stumble on democracy. It ought to stumble on free speech. It ought to dampen the question of people coming into the public view and stating what is objective, something that is objective in the best interest of the nation. So they are asking that a statute, a special statute, be brought up, written and passed, so that the conduct of our legislators, the incidents of contempt by the courts, can be controlled, can be curtailed, can be a little bit moderate. But the question comes to you is, and you like to speak on that, why must it be Africa all the time? Why it cannot be the Western world, where they dispense the same contempt on individuals, on the very legislators, on people in the public domain who are serving the very government? Why that question not addressed or brought to the country in the Western atmosphere? So we want to have you participate on that, and then there's something in the wind about politics. We hope that you will also come in. The LPP leadership, besides its chairman, is being hustled, is being brought to the doorsteps of the NEC, National Election Commission, for acts voted on improprieties, such as you who want to participate in politics should be transparent. You who want to, a party that wants to participate in the political landscape to lead our people must be able to cut its coat according to the proper measurement, and not to wallow its own constituents or people that are also in authority, in the various countries, that the leadership, the chairman, as it is being alleged by the Front Page Africa write-up, that according to Mr. Samukar Jr., Major Samukar Jr. and his lawyer, the fee that the chairman is not judicious in his in what he is doing. He is not thoughtful about those who honor him. Yes, even to the extent of stopping one of his female co-chair from participating on our program. So what is on your mind from what we have just given? It just was an intro, with retrospecting and coming to and bringing you to date of the two issues. Chris, can you go to the telephone? Then after that, when we hear from the callers, then we can, or better stay. Chris, let's go to Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright? Yes, I've just given you a preview or intro on two issues here. Why must it always be Africa, when the international organization are bent on coming to Africa and telling us certain things that we must do, and within the larger democracies, we do not see the same thing happening, like the International Justice Group, the issue about contempt charges not being democratic in kind, that it is over expanded. Everything they say, contempt of court, contempt of the legislator. What say you on this thing? Why can it not be done in the Western world as well?
Thank you, Mr. Napier. Thank you. I mean, I can spend my whole day talking about the issue concerning the imbalance of how these international norms and conventions, rules are applied across the board. Ever since I was in grad school, I argue that there is two-tier justice system. As a matter of fact, a two-tier system around the world in every sphere that we live. There's two-tier. There's one for the dark-skinned man that look like you and myself, and there's one for everybody else. And I, for the life of me, cannot understand why. Why that is so. Why? But then you got to look back and say, hold up. Hold up. I think because we have opened ourselves up too much to the rest of the world. We have given the word the opening. You know the saying in life where you open yourself up too much to people, you invite disrespect. You invite condemnation. You invite gossip. I think this is what we have done. We have not held our own, Mr. Nippet. We have not done so. Before then, it used to be our presidents will leave the shores of our country and go out there and start begging. Don't ask me, and I can find a tip right now. Listen to Ronald Reagan and he and his White House staff talking down on our people, presidents, like children. Say, yeah, they act like little kids. You know, you see them, the little kids, you pity them. You know, they always want something. That's what he said. They always want something. You see them, they always want something. Mr. Nippy, how can such a person go to a convention after going in the back and begging for handout and go hold his own or her own at an international forum? how can he or she do so? It's not possible. It's not.
Help me understand, if I may interject. Help me
Sure.
understand here, please. They look at us as beggars, the presidents of Africa as beggars. Don't you think they are also beggars when they are asking of our mineral resources? So why don't they balance it, that we beg them and then they come back to us to get what we took from them? Because the larger democracies will not be what they are today, taking it from ancient Greece even to come to the United States of America. They will not be what they are today or what they profess to be today, were it not be because of Africa.
Yeah.
So African leaders feel that if you take from me, then I should also take from you. But we have not been able to understand the dynamics of exchange in terms of the counter imbalance, because it should be balanced. When you take from me, you take my diamond and iron ore, then I should have skyscrapers in my country.
Mm-hmm.
I must have skyscrapers in my country. I must have train moving in my country. I must have my own airline. Unfortunately, that is not the case. So don't you think Ronald Reagan in that context was wrong? Because he's a beggar too. He was a beggar too.
I don't disagree. I absolutely agree with you. In fact, they are the biggest beggars. But here's the thing. They do it in a way that disadvantages us. We don't go into this conversation or these conversations holding our own. So you know what I mean? Hold it. Like what the argument you just made. I hold the cards. I have the iron ore. I have the diamond. I have the gold. I have the rubber. Without my Firestone rubber, there will be no tire coming off the production line. And your planes, your trucks, and all your other cars will not be able to take off. You know why? Because if you try to go get it from Asia, it's going to cost you twice the price, and you can't afford that. But you're getting it from me at a discount price. So who's the biggest beggar here? You are. But you frame it in a way that it makes sure that you're doing me a favor when I, in turn, is doing you the favor. But you make it seem like you are doing me the favor. Like we're doing now, Mr. Nippy. We're B-mounting. B-mounting is getting $135 million out of Liberia every month from the gold extraction. Remember now, the people came with nothing. All they came in with the idea and the machine. They're not producing nothing different. All they're doing is they're extracting what was already there, made there. But yet we'll turn around and say, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's go to Turkey. Let me with Mr. Erdogan and begging and they can invest in the country. Meanwhile, Mr. Erdogan guys are taking all the money out of the country and taking it to him, putting it in your banks. And then we go there and go look for investors. That is the kind of mind-boggling thing we're doing that nobody in the right mind can understand. I tell you, one of my friends told me, Mr. Nippy, well, I'm staying in line with the topic. It's if we enforce the financial laws that is on the books of our country, one, we will never run out of money to reinvest in our economy. Two, we will never have inflation. We're going to always be high currency in the country. These two things, if we put our act together, we should not be running out of the country to go look for them. Because all the billions that are coming out of the country, 75%, Mr. Nippy, according to the law, should be stored in the country. 75% of that money should be kept locally in the banks. Your China Union, your Metal, your Golden Varela, all of them, they should keep 75% of their earning right there in that country. That's what the law says. Now, you think about that kind of money that has been, if you can hold that kind of money right there in the country, what that does to investment. The government doesn't have to go to ADB or World Bank to go borrow. No, money's right there.
What do you think is responsible?
It's the
What?
lack of enforcement. It's
The
the
lack
lack
of-
of undermining your own self. Because Mr. Napier, you and I know this to be the God-given truth.
Mhm,
That B Mountain is paying government officials under the table.
mhm.
There are pipelines that is going to these people, and because of that, B and other multinationals are not held according to the law. I dare them out to come and argue that.
So, in other words, we are smacking our faces for a muscle meal.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Hmm.
We should not be, looking for money. Money should be right there in the system. Enough
Yes.
money too. Enough money should be right there in the system. That we enable to make the system flush with the kind of investment we're looking for. I give you a simple thing here in America. That law is alive here. That's why when you hear somebody going, when they come here with an IPO, billions of dollars are raised. And happy in every Western country. Because the money is in the system. You can't just take it out like that. It's right there in the system. You cannot just take it out like that. So to conclude on your point, this is why we have, because we're not enforcing the law and we're not positioning ourselves as the true custodian of what is really. Look at the issue of DR Congo now, the richest country on the face of the earth in terms of minerals.
Mm-hmm.
But now it has opened up to the U.S. simply because it can't solve its own domestic issue with the rebels. So you have to call in Mr. Donald Trump and the U.S. to come and solve that problem. Now that Donald Trump have stopped the fighting, they got open access to all of the minerals they want. It's a buffet line. They're extracting. Who is going to win in this case? It's not DR Congo.
No.
It's not DR Congo. It's not DR Congo. But that is the kind of situation we always put ourselves in. We take ourselves from the winning position and put ourselves in the disadvantaged position.
Mm-hmm.
And then we turn around and go back to same people. I mean, how many times that thing has been happening for so long? For so long. Before Ronald Reagan, LBJ said the same thing about black people. Lyndon B. Johnson said the same thing about black people. Ronald Reagan can say the same thing about black people. I don't want to talk about your own. I don't want to say some or whatever. Obama from Kenya came and destroyed the entire continent, or from Libya all the way down. When do we wake up? That is the question, Mr. Napier. When do we slap ourselves and get up from this sleep?
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to stand up on our own 2 feet. Hopefully, it's going to happen because Dangote, the richest man in Africa, has now convinced himself that nobody will come to Africa if he doesn't do it. He, the richest man on the continent, doesn't start to invest in the continent and let his fellow, billionaires around the world see him and say, you know what? If he is doing it, then there's something good about Africa. I can also take my billion there too to do it. So he's going around Africa and investing in these massive projects. We want to thank Dangote for that. We really do. We really do. If anybody have the bandwidth, financial bandwidth to do what he's doing, it's only him. Only Dangote can do that. But on that note, Mr. Nippy, I want to end there, and that is why I think that these international arrangement don't favor, because we always put ourselves in a disadvantaged position. Thank you, sir.
Well, if I must use one word, they talk about justice, international justice group. But in The Hague, it's everything about African leaders will be taken to The Hague, and I don't know when they will ever take a European or Western, Eastern European country to The Hague. Mr. George Noble, I saw you just flash your face and you went into the back.
Mr. Noble, before you go to Mr. Noble, that is another Pandora box you want to open. The Hague? Oh my God. Oh my God. The
So
people, Mr. Noble, they have never shot.
No, but the reason why I brought that,
shot that The Hague is an African court. It's not. It got nothing to do with European. I want none of them signed up to it. It was all Africans. And now all people walk there and glad to sign it. Can you believe that?
So you see, it contradicts our own way of thinking positively. This is why they keep driving us to these what they call international good tenants, international justice group, international code of justice, international this, international that, when they themselves are not part and parcel of the justice system. Because if you talk about justice, the justice should be for all men. Because when we were all created, we were created as a human race. So if anything that has to do with the jurisprudence system, then whether you are black, yellow, green, white, blue, if there's any color of a human race like that, you should be under the justice system. But I hear you, Mr. George Noble. Mr. Noble.
I'm here.
How are you today, sir?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Good to hear your voice. We're talking about the international, I'll call it good standard, the international best practices, the international golden standard, where a group of individuals were on our soil a few days ago, and I would call that I don't know whether to refer to that as chastisement, chastising the Supreme Court and the legislature, that the incidence of contempt charges must be minimized. And they didn't stop there. They tried to talk about a code of conduct such that we create an enabling environment where all can play, and that be a continuous form of contempt of court, contempt of the legislator, even if the legislator themselves are fighting and you talk about it, then they say it is contemptuous. What do you say, sir, on that, about that?
Well, I don't know the group you are talking about. I mean, I saw.
It's in our chat room. It's called International Justice Group.
Saw an article, and when I click on it, it took me to, I think, Daily Observer, with Yombly picture on it and John Molu picture on it. And in the whole article, I didn't see anything about John Molu. And that is unethical on the part of the journalists. I came on when IQ were talking about Dangote. Dangote Africa is beating him all over, even Nigeria, even the World Bank. He want to buy the Nigerian oil in Naira. And these people want Nigeria to sell the oil in dollar, and then Dangote go and buy, which does not make sense. Even looking back, when Ellen was in power, they went and destroyed the structures that these squatters built at chicken soup factory, because Dangote wanted to build a cement factory there. But because of the mango in Liberia, Dangote now build a cement factory in the Ivory Coast. So we the Liberians, we are not serious. We are not serious. We are not ready for prime time, as I always say. And this international justice court, I remember years ago,
International Justice Group, IJG.
Years ago, when they published the group published the article, the preventable or something. Ellen was on our group, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And they blamed the international community. They did not blame Africa Union or OAU at that time. But they blamed those. So we, the Africans, we have to put our foot down. Maybe that why Mr. Wright did not want me to partake in this communion. But we are not there for ourselves. We are not there for ourselves. I mean, even look at our education system. See what's going on. See who determines what kind of education we have. There are several things, but I want to stop right there before I get the host mad.
I'm coming back to you. When you say international justice, fair play, unadulterated, clean, where the law is equitable, do you think that this international justice group, do you think they will go to the United States or go to France or go to Great Britain to tell them about contempt charges being brought against official government and other personnel, and then go to the Chief Justice and for instance, in the United States of America, and say the Chief Justice should limit the incidence of contempt charges? Do you think that is possible? And if you don't think that is possible, why must it always be Africa? Why must it always be on Africans and not spread, and not equitable, and not spread all over?
Well, the code was designed for Africa and third world countries. They charged Netanyahu, but will he be brought to justice? Hell no. And America stated from the get-go that American citizens cannot be, answerable to the court. And that's the same thing about European countries. But these are the people that finance the court now. They finance the court. So the court, as you were saying, the court is not for them. The court is for us. Because we are the corrupt people. We are the human rights abusers. But we do all these things at their promptings. And still, those people are not held accountable. Yeah. So that is my answer. I hope it answered your question.
Well, they say every answer is a good answer, depending on how you view the answer. But Mr. Ulu, we have on our plate here another issue that has to do with politics. And I think the International Justice Group is also playing some form of politics when they step into a domain and try to exercise a strong arm kind of leadership. And in every country on the planet is a sovereign nation, and that's what independence is all about.
Okay.
But being a sovereign nation does not negate the fact that you can just do anything you want to do to your citizens, which I agree.
Okay.
But notwithstanding, if it is tit for tat, then butter should be for bread. If the umbrella was made when the sun is too hot or when the rain comes, then everybody wears the raincoat or put the umbrella over their head, so to speak, in context. That should be the kind of international law, the arrangement of the international law to play out to every nation and to every individual within that space. Now, when you think about the one-sided international justice group system, and that would be Mr. Wright's time. Mr. Wright? Oh, let me go to Chris.
Yeah, you were saying is Alex. You're calling Alex.
Yeah, Alex. Alex, Mr. Wu.
I don't mind jumping in.
Yeah, later on I'll come to you. Mr. Wu. Do you think Africa is fairly treated when it comes to international justice? Forget about the group. International justice. You think Africa is fairly treated?
Thank you. That's a good question. Let's firstly know if whether African themselves that treating themselves well. That's the first thing, because the way you take yourself to the people, that's how the people will take you. Of course, we are not being treated well when it comes to the justice systems in the war. Meaning, like we black people look out. Meaning the white, as they take us to be to them, it doesn't give us justice. Can you imagine that a citizen would just live from here, live in America, and something was go wrong, and the people have to cry, and the end sometimes justice can be given to them like the West does. Even if they come in our own country, we give them the justice. But why? If we the black people travel to their home, we don't get the same justice from them. So we are not fairly treated when it comes to the justice system in the war, made with the black people, not just about Liberia, but the whole of Africa. If we leave from our countries to go to the very white people homes, we found it too hard. I think people are just treated badly in different countries. even their citizens do things to other black people, and then the government don't talk about these things. So for me, we are not being treated fair for justice system in the war.
In other words, anything that has to do with international justice system is just a kind of coloring of a pig. Because if justice is good for me and justice applicable against me, then it must be to a Caucasian or any other person on planet Earth. But like Mr. Wright said, there are two tiers or levels of the justice system. One is for the rich and those who are of a different color, and one standard is completely for us, the poor or the black people. That being the case, it is difficult to understand why we as human beings, we have one size of shoes to fit us, that is the justice I'm talking about, and then the other one is to be applicable to the entire other population. And Africa is a huge continent. And Africa is a huge continent, and we being so huge, it is better that we start doing something that will put us ahead, like Mr. Dangote is doing. Mr. Nubo, we just read in the Daily Observer on Front Page Africa about the LPP conflict, the political conflict that is remaining in LPP. Before you come in, let Mr. Wright speak on that. Mr. Wright, what say you about this LPP internal rankling, which has burst out of its front door to the neck?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Napier. Thank you for the question very well. Look, I think what is going on here with the LPP is it's a shame. It's a shame for so many reasons. LPP, I'm going to say it just like I told Chairman Zizé when he was on the platform some time ago. LPP is one of the oldest Liberian political establishment. These people are some of the brain trust, the Tobana Tipote, the George Nubo, and the list goes on. And if they cannot hold their own, and they cannot hold the line within LPP, then it says a lot about who they are. Because we need to understand that every political party, regardless of your size, once you are satisfied as a political institution in Liberia, you're a party, you are registered with the NEC, your name is there in the roster as a political establishment, you are a government in waiting. You, by all means, given to you by the Constitution, you are a government in waiting. And we cannot have an LPP that has been around so long, more than most of the voters in our country, older than most of the voters in our country, and yet cannot hold its own together. You read the article, up and down, Mr. Samakai Jr. is accusing Mr. Zizé of flaunting the rules and regulation of the party. But most importantly, that he is not being transparent with the fund that he has raised from the party just in the convention. That says a lot. That says a lot about Chairman Zizé and the LPP. This is why, it is very important that we have Mr. Nubo here, a member of the LPP, to hear his side of the story. Maybe he could walk us through this, because we don't have an opportunity now to hear from Chairman Zizé or to speak to Mr. Samakar Jr. But what we can go off on is the Data Observer article. But it is a shame. It is a shame that with all the luminaries within this party, this great party, their business got to come into one of the dailies. And we are on the set talking about it, not in anticipation of what they will do when they get to power. But we are here talking about how the chairman could be corrupt, how the chairman could be undemocratic, and how the party structure, governing structure, has failed the party itself. Because when you see stuff like that, Mr. Nippy, spilling out into the dailies, it shows that the party, the institution within the party, has failed. That's what it signifies. And I am disappointed. Absolutely disappointed. Because I'm a big fan with some other people that ain't in that party. I really am. I really am. But to see this happening before us, it's a shame. It's a shame to Mr. Zizé leadership. It's a shame to the party structure. And I can't say, well, I hope that they get it fixed, because they have not even started fixing it yet. At this point, Mr. Samakar Jr. is asking for the resignation or the removal of Mr. Zizé from the neck. That's how far this thing has gone. I don't know how they can put that genie back into the box. It's already out. Yeah, it's already out. How do you put that back into the box or the bottle? I can't see that happening in any time soon. This thing looks like it's going to happen just one way. Mr. Zizé will, either for the good of the party, will have to resign.
Archie,
to save the party.
right, you.
Well, let me come to Mr. Nubo. Just a moment.
I still got the floor,
Mr. Nubo. Mr. Nubo. Please.
Conclusion on that one-sided article.
Well, you were coming, Mr. Nubo. Let's give him a chance to land.
Before going to Archie. That's the mistake you made.
No. Mr. Archie should have come in. Then I went to Mr. Ulu because Mr. Ulu had not spoken on the subject matter. So then I have to go to Archie and then I come to you.
Okay.
So I'm taking it from the left. I'm going right. So but come by right.
Archie has taken.
Thank you, Mr. Nippy. Mr. Nubo, you will get a time. You get a time to defend yourself.
Yeah, and the 2 years speaking. So let's move on to.
I just started. I even go on the plane yet. My plane even take off yet.
He just warmed me up the engine. Go ahead. You are covered. You are covered.
Thank you very much. Yes, but when you have, but here's the thing, Mr. Nippy. We have an experienced chairman in Mr. Zizé. I heard that he is He's an auditor. So he worked within one of the largest systems here in America, in New York. So he's a very experienced technocrat. And you go back to Liberia, and you are now found in the Dili accused of bad governance and possibly, I'm trying to be possibly, not being transparent with the people's fund.
Corruption. Say corruption.
Okay. It came from Mr. Nuba. He's a LPP politician.
You dancing around the bush. Possibly,
Okay, let me hold you there, Archie. Let me hold you there and come to
Well, you see
me.
the man interrupting me, Mr. Nepe. I don't know what is going on.
I'll come back to you. All right. You know, they say the baby that is in the water, sometimes when the mother is absent, the father must take charge. So this baby is in the water. LPP is in the water. LPP wants to run for election come 2029. They have the broom in their hand, but apparently there is an internal problem.
People don't want me to go because I will go to drag the standard bearer into this, but it's okay.
They have the broom in their hands. Apparently, every room in the house is untidy. Mr. Nubo, it is my understanding that LPP is your party. You've been a staunch member.
You said you were going to Mr. Wulu.
No, I came from Mr. Wulu.
Okay. Okay.
We were right from the left to the right.
Okay. Okay.
So I was writing from the left to the right to Archie, and then I'm in the just below Archie, and so I shift onto you. So
let me show my ugly face.
No. You are very handsome man.
I still have to show my face.
I know.
So I don't want to eat crab with chin.
This is a problem.
Okay.
That is brewing up, and I think it is a cancerous problem. It has a propensity to engulf the entire leadership, and then you cannot have a broom in your hand.
No. It looked like you giving commentary. I have to. You can't be, prejudging people.
Mr. Nubo. Mr. Nubo.
I'm here.
I'm behind the mic now, controlling the show.
Yeah, you are controlling the show.
No. I'm just giving you. I'm trying to soften
the referee.
I'm trying to soften the ground for you so that you can walk.
No. Nobody
All right.
I can fight my own battle.
Very well. Thank you so much. But here's the issue. We have the broom in our hands. Don't you think we should be doing the proper thing? Can we attribute that to it being a collective guilt that the party is not prepared for prime time come 2029 if it begins like this?
You want me to answer your question, or you want me to address the article?
I want you to answer my question.
No. I'm prepared to address the article before I answer your question.
Whichever way you like, but I think since I am the one who handling the show, and I pose a question to you. So what I think you could do, you could come from addressing my thing, and then you go to the article.
Okay, let me explain now.
Yes, sir.
The Samoka guy is part of the UP wing of LPP. That is what's going on. He was never elected chairman of LPP. So the meanings of the convention where he was elected. I know the role he played in 2023. So They are fight. He is fighting Zeze for nothing, and because he's trying to hustle within the UP government, he wants to be on the front page. That is the situation. Let anybody tell me when he was elected as chairman of LPP.
No, I don't think the question is about him.
That he's a chairman.
He's not claiming. He's not claiming that he is the chairman.
Chairmanship.
He's not the chairman, and Zeze does not control the finances of LPP.
The article basically center on transparency. Just put it in one word.
Wait. No. Don't. Nobody should interrupt me, or else I will shut my mouth.
No, don't shut your mouth. You have to talk.
No.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
You interrupt me twice.
Control the finances of LPP. LPP were having a function. I sent money. Jose told me who to send the money to. And that's what happened. And this man.
Can I ask a question?
Actually, don't interrupt me.
You say you send. Does it tell you to send money? Does it tell you to release? Tell the people to release the money, the wreck of the money as well?
Yes, I said no. To tell the person, you gotta send it to somebody who is a treasurer.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to the treasurer, not to Zizi.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is saying that Tiawan Gonglo no raise money in the U.S. and he did not give the money to the party. I mean, I went to one of the functions. It was friends of Tiawan Gonglo. No, most of them came from Nimba. I went there. Tiawan Gonglo, no, he went on the ground. He disclosed the amount, but they are saying that he didn't give it to the party. That this guy. So this guy is UP insider within LPP. I mean, you can make your calls on the ground and find out. This guy is not ready. He is not chairman. He is nothing within the party. And why would he write to NEC? It doesn't make any sense to me. I know you can take it, any way you want to take it, but this guy is not doing things that LPP, partisan would do. And I think they are planning a meeting to take some action, LPP. I mean, as I heard today. So this guy wants to tarnish the reputation of not only Zeze, but of Tiawan Gonglo. So that is what's happening within the party.
Your question, Mr. Noble. Before you come in, Archie, let me ask you a question. According to the report, since the election of 2021 or so, has there been any report by the Zeze administration?
By the Zeze administration since 2021? Well, they had convention since that time. And if you want a report from Zeze, if it is not proprietary information, I can get that report here.
But that's what Mr. Samuka point is. Mr. Samuka and his group.
If he is within the party and party executive, he should have copy of the report. He should have copy of the report. So what I want to say here is that the Samukai, who has nothing to do with no dealing with Brandon Samukai, is conflicted. He want a job. That's why he's doing this.
But in your constitution, in the LPP constitution, if you know, I'm sure you are well with that. Can the chairman unilaterally just move out of the local county leadership? Can the chairman, is he close with that authority to just move?
No, the chairman cannot remove members of the leadership. They have to have executive, I believe, they have to have executive council meeting, where they will vote, to remove the person, and that is what they want to do.
But that is one of Mr. Samuka's quarrels, that the ZZ administration has acquired to itself all powers, as it were, in an autocratic system, that he can dispense of anybody at any time, contrary to the LPP's constitution. So that's what I brought in that question. So if that is what is obtaining, don't you think that Mr. Zeze is executing his function in a way that he should?
No. That's why I said don't believe everything this guy says. I'm sorry, because on 2 or 3 occasions, Achie and myself made effort for Zeze to appear on this show. He has not. I even confronted him on some other issues that I do not want to disclose here, and he said he had no knowledge about it. So maybe we can try to get him here to answer to the allegations made by this guy here. But I think this guy is a Liberian politician. They want visibility, and visibility leads to jobs. Thank you.
All right. But then I will ask you, since you say you have spoken, you try to reach him and to no avail.
No. We try to bring him on the show, but to no avail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
is there a possibility that you could bring him just to make sure that the good image of LPP can be salvaged?
I talked with him today.
Okay.
And I did not talk about. I called him purposely, to confront him about some issues that Achie and myself know about. And he said, he had no part to play in it. And after that, that's how I brought in this other issue. And maybe, we can contact him, or I can contact him for him to come here and explain or answer to the allegations made by Mr. Samuka.
Yeah, I mean, I will encourage you to doing that because it impinges upon the good character of the party. because they say when you see crocker, one bomb is on your skin, and you do not go to the hospital for the dermatologist or the general practitioner to tell you exactly what is on your skin, and you went and bust it. It has a tendency; it might spread to something cancerous. So we don't wish LPP to fall on the sideline, because as we go about these issues, we will not stop there. We will rein in until we can get substantive answers. And I think Mr. Zizi, being the current chairman, if he has not made any report since his incumbencies, then it matters much for which whether Mr. Samuka is an appendage to the Unity Party or whatever party. The point that he raises is so strong. The acquisition level against the chairman is such that the chairman should be able to address it, because you got 1.5 to 2 years to 2029, and I'm sure with the broom in hand, they want to make sure that they can go forward. With that, we encourage you, Mr. Nubu, to how you can encourage Chairman Zizi, with all due deference to his position, to please come back on I beg to differ. Just to clarify.
I will give you a call. No.
Okay.
I'll give you a call. No, see if it can appear on the show here. We have to be careful here of these false prophets. Even though this was published in Credible
Daily.
Credible paper no, can also take Kato. So no, I look at the whole article as Kato journalism, but we will make effort not to get Mr. Zizi here. Thank you.
Very well said. And with that, we will want to move on to Archie. Archie, Mr. Noble has just said exactly what I think is on his mind in respect to cleansing the group name of the LPP. But you have also read the article. Do you credit the information in the article, or you think it's propaganda? Or how do you look at that article?
First, I want to start with this first, because I think what Mr. Nubo has engaged in is what in America we call it takedown.
Yes.
Mr. Nubo has attempted to take down Mr. Samakai Jr. In other words, he has undermined the credibility of Mr. Samakai Jr. So much so that anyone listening out there and will view him as an outsider who is infringing upon the LPP and in an attempt trying to assassinate the character of Chairman Zizi. I don't think I can fall for that, Mr. Lippett. I don't think I can.
Yeah, justify your reason. I mean,
yeah.
I don't think it is Mr. Nubo's intention to undercut, to divert any attention from what the reporter wrote, but I think it is something that we all are discussing. And Mr. Samuka could be brought on the show to let us know just as much as we want the chairman. But I think it is important for us to have the chairman. But you can go ahead, sir.
Right, and for these reasons, I want to believe Mr. Samakai. It's not just pulling a needle out of the out of the hay. I think there's something cooking here. I think he is a bona fide LPP partisan. Is he chairman? I don't know. But Mr. Nippet, you would agree with me that Mr. Samarkand Jr. is aware of what we call defamation. And he can be sued for that. And the Daily Observer itself can be part of that lawsuit. If it is established that this man, as Mr. Nuba wants us to believe, is just, coming from nowhere and it's not part of the organization, and he wants to just make himself, gain some notoriety on the backs of the LPP and Chairman Zizé. I think the risk outweighs the benefits. And the Daily Observer, being a credible daily, will think twice before they ever engage themselves into whatever Mr. Nuba has termed as cartel journalism. I don't think it's cartel journalism. I think the Daily Observer is a credible organization. But I want to go to some of the accusation within the article. And as Mr. Nuba is with us, I want to pose this question to him. And I want to go one at a time. The question begins, Mr. Nippet. Has there been a convention in 2023, before the general elections? Was there? And if it is so, has Chairman Zizé reported to the general body of the party all of the party finances? And I want to, add another little, baby to that question. You, Mr. Nubo, as a partisan of LPP, you just sit at all that. You were asked by Chairman Zizé to pay some money to your treasurer. Are you aware of the party LPP financial standing? That's my question, Mr. Nippet. My first question to Mr. Nubo.
Okay.
I think, Mr. Nubo, you have it.
Yeah. I mean,
Go ahead.
My contribution to the treasure, it was confidential information that I share with IG. I send the contribution.
No, but you just said it. Yeah,
No. I send the contribution to the treasurer of the party. And I want a receipt. And I have not received a receipt. Yes, there were party convention before 2023 election. And every year, each party had to file financial documents to keep the party afloat. So what Mr. Samarkand is talking about, or what Mr. Wright and Samarkand are talking about, they don't know what's going on. Every year, each party in Liberia have to file their standing, their financial document, everything. Otherwise, they will not be political parties. Because they would have gone against the statute that make them political parties. And this man said they are in court. The Samarkand man, if you read the article very well, the pre-court or article there, they are in court, and then you come in to 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 hire, you know, the services of people that actually right to fight for him. A case that is in court. So, you know, Mr. Wright, I tried to get Mr. Zeze. I couldn't get him, but I will try, you know, from now until tomorrow to see if he will appear on the if he can appear on the show here to explain to us. Go and ask any political party. Even ask your party, CDC. Do they file a document every year? Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that.
I want to ask my next question, Mr. Lopez.
Do your background studies.
Nah, but I didn't tell you about Sadisha.
No, hold on. I say I have the flow. Do your background studies. Instead of just picking up something, you know, from a Cato article and, you know, capitalizing on it.
Yeah, but Mr. Nubo, I think the trend of the question was not making report to the neck, but rather to the General Assembly or whenever you people met. Has there been such a at the convention?
The report has to be made to the General Assembly before it go to the neck.
The question still begs an answer, Mr. Nubo, just a moment.
Mr. Nepe, you are an administrator.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking the question.
Party, and you just sit behind your computer and file document to net.
But that was the essence of his question. If you had a convention and the report.
Yes, I said that. I said yes, there was a convention.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there was a convention. And Mr. Cesar was elected before the convention. I don't know.
Has he made any report since his election?
I believe at the convention, and since then, no chairman has been elected.
Yeah, but Mr. Nubo, the core issues are centered on. The core issues are that the chairman Zeze has not made any report to a convention or a convention have not been held. That's number one. Number two, Chairman Zeze, the purpose of the report to NEC, the National Election Commissioner, is that Chairman Zeze takes unilateral decision as it were he is an autocratic kind of leader, and he does not consult the other elements of the leadership, and he goes to the extent of removing county leadership. So has there been any meeting such that that empowers him to do that, or a convention where you know about that he has made enough report, conclusive report?
I do not believe that. I know people close to Zeze, and I don't know him of taking unilateral decisions. I mean, you know, may so rest in peace. One of those was Dusty Wolcott. You can't consider Mr. King, Mr. John Stewart, and some other people. Those are the people, you know, that work closer to Zeze. And Stewart is an accountability person, and I don't think, you know, he will give Zeze, you know, some wrong advice. Yeah, but these are the people, you know, who are closer to him. I'm not I'm not considering myself because I'm a kind of bad guy all over the place.
So in short, you know of no convention.
I want to find. I got another question, please.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Question.
So, Mr. Samakar Jr. and his legal team are also contending this, specifically citing Chapter 7, Section 7.4 of the election laws, which requires political parties to maintain and submit records relating to election-related funds, as well as Article 80C of the Liberian Constitution, which provides...
No, Mr. Wright, all due respect, Mr. Wright, Mr. Wright, Mr. Nubo, Mr. Wright. I think when it comes to
reading,
I'm coming, Mr. Wright. When it comes to the issue of
Archie, that is not good.
well, that's why I'm coming to Mr. Nubo. You want to give me
Mr. Samukai. That's why you're reading on the phone there. It's not good.
Mr. Nubo.
Yeah,
We will table the issue regarding articles of the Constitution, articles of the election laws, as referenced by Mr. Wright, because you are a panelist here, and you are not representing the LPP. So we will just...
I am reading Article
and
7.
Mr. Wright is reading text to Mr. Samukai.
But Mr. Nubo is not...
It's not fair.
When it comes to the various articles in the Constitution,
I don't understand this.
No.
I think we should table that question. I think the question should be first. Mr. Nubo, I have the microphone, please.
But we don't have to say here.
Mr. That's what I'm trending to.
Yeah.
The question cannot, should not, and must not be addressed by Mr. Nubo, and the reason is so profound. Mr. Nubo is not the chairman. We've just asked Mr. Nubo to throw some light if he could help us with information.
It's very sinister.
So we will want to table that.
Okay.
Up to and including the period that we can get either Mr. Zize or what a lady name, help me with the lady's name, the co-chair. Laura. Whether we can get Laura or anybody to address the question, then we can go into the law. It relates to the both the Constitution and the election law, because the election law is annexed, is taken off, is an abstract of the Constitution. Okay. So then we can do that justice at a given time or at the appropriate time. Is there any other question that we can just because I want us to go to the radio audience now, to our listeners.
All right. Okay, let's go to the radio audience. I agree.
I think they are impatient now with being on this. Mr. Alex Wulu, Alex P. Wulu. Are you there? Mr. Alex P. Wulu.
Yeah, I'm here, Mr. Nibe.
I saw you were bringing your mic on. Okay. Kindly go to our audience, radio and television, to see whether they have any question to ask or comment to make. So encourage them to come on by putting on our theme song.
Okay.
So you can carry on with your introduction.
Mr. Judge Nubo, bring that sense.
That sound very low, Alex.
Hello.
Mr. Woodward Elizano. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Brother Katua. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good evening to our professors and welcome in class. So thank you. Firstly, for the first time, let me raise my hand among the students in class this evening to respectfully differ with Professor Wright with those questions being posed to Mr. Nubo. And the reason in my mind is, as he stands now in class, he's now representing the LPP. He's in class as a professor to provide teaching to all of us. So at least because of him being a member of that party, when you just pose a question to him that he will be able to answer, if there's any other questions surrounding the LPP situation, in my mind, you can reserve it, and I trust all of your ability that you can one day invite either Mr. Samuka Jr. or the chairman for this party to come and sit under your umbrella or your gavel with questions being posed to him. If Mr. Noble chooses to sit around with his chairman, then of course at that time he will not be in class serving as a professor, but rather one of those as a guest to be answering questions. Secondly, the issue about the European or the Westerner coming to Africa, taking our resources without development. During the war, there's a saying that says, if you put yourself in a summer cup, we will dish you out with the bone instead of using spoon. Meaning, if you choose to sell your birthright, that's how we're going to receive you. Africa is a rich continent, but our leaders choose to ignore the development that's supposed to take place in our countries. It is just of recent. Some of them stop, if I not stop, but they're just trying to minimize the act of purchasing luxurious homes in Western world. Instead of using that money to build something here, but they choose to purchase buildings in the Western countries, establish Google businesses there, all because the lack of patriotism and love for country. Let's restrict it in our own country, Liberia. How many resources that you think Liberia don't have as compared to other countries in the world? We got almost all. Just tomorrow, we'll be making Liberia 178 or 79 years old. What can we point at as the oldest African republic? What we can really point at, we have been having president upon president. Somebody will say we fought war, granted. When did we fight war? From 1847 to 1990. All of those years, what have been the obstacle of our development? In Liberia, you cannot point at any building, the most taller building in Liberia does not reach 20 stories. I challenge anybody. The tallest building in Liberia does not reach 20 stories. Go to Dakar, go to Abidjan, go to Nairobi, Kenya, go to Lomé, Togo. I'm not talking about Lagos, Nigeria. The places that someone always visited, we saw things. These are all African countries that are named. In fact, West African countries that Liberia is far older than. But because our leaders here refuse to do us the right thing, so through that, the Westerner observe that, hey, you know what? That Bodikatu man, he got all the riches. And since he believed in the art of corruption, I will support him by giving him $10. In return, I will come with $50. I got $40 as my profit. The company will come. Then they will agree to sign a contract agreement with that company, telling the company owner that I'm going to make sure that the company be aware to you. But hey, you know what? I need percentage. Personally, just find 2% for me. Or find the X amount of money for me, chunk in my account. I'm going to make sure that the contract be given to you. You have already introduced the art of corruption to this businessman or to the investor, that when you shall take over this contract, do whatever you want to do to the citizen. Is how we choose to live here. We, the leaders, just get to us. The only thing there, trust your pocket. And that's how the Indian, the Lebanese, Western, all this, just chopping our people in the bushes.
Quickly,
Because
1
everything
minute.
is here, they know it is wrong. But because they know that when the citizen rise up, government officials will go and back them up in the neighborhood, in the citizen interest. So for me, I don't blame the Westerners. They were initiated by our own people. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being part of the show. So folks, you can keep your calls coming in on 0776 105 105 881 1435 04. 0776 105 105 881 1435 04 are the numbers to put you through, and you're going to be live here on the program that beg to differ. Let's hear from you. 0776 105 105 881 1435 04. We take our 10 song, we'll keep it rolling, then wait for the call here.
My people, hello time, oh. Top FM 105, 3 we on the air. Leader shout, Sheku Koroma. Ready, in a play. Alex D. We're right there. He back to differ. I beg to differ, my people. Oh. If you're not correct, we go talk am so. From 9 o'clock to 12 midnight, we sitting here, we ready to fight. No palaver, no fear inside. True talk, we not go high. Call Mr. Josh Nubo, bring that sense. The veteran smithing, no nonsense. Amos right, talk and clear, breath. On WC, let the thing fair. Yes, Smith, strong woman, yeah.
Yes, of course, and of course, that's us here this evening on Top 105.3. For those of you just joining us, let's say welcome to the radio service of Teach Our People Communications Incorporated. We broadcast to you live and direct from Zwejo City, Grangela County, Republic of Liberia. If you just joining us, you log down to the program that bet today for here this evening on Top 105.3. If you want to be part of the discussions here, just call it on 0776 105 105 881 1435 04. Maybe a little bit fast, so let me take it easier for you. 0776 105 105 881 1435 04. 776 105 105 881 1435 04. These are the two numbers so that they call us. You're going to be part of the show. Let's see how you keep your calls coming in on 0776 105 105 881 1435 04.
PM to 12 midnight. The problem time, no sleeping business. Your voice matter, yeah, so. I beg to differ, Liberia. My people are your time, oh. 105.3, we on the air. Leader.
0776 105 105 881 143504. 0776 105 105 881 143504.
Producer correct. All tonight, we beg to this day. I beg to differ, my people. If it's not correct, we go talk and so.
All right, so folks, with no time to waste here, we will hold it there, go back to the panelists, and continue with the show here this evening. So, Mr. Nipe, is back to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ulu. Thank you so much. Captain Doe said that he differed with Mr. Wright. I'm sure, Mr. Wright, you heard Captain Doe. Any comments? Any clarification? Because I think you can clarify what he meant.
Look, I mean, I do respect Captain Doe opinion. I mean, he's a very experienced, well-versed gentleman. But my question that I asked to Mr. Nubo, what's in place? I stand by that. And the reason being, Mr. Nubo is a partisan. Not just any other partisan. He's not an ordinary partisan. He's a due-paying member. He understands the party. He knows the leadership of the party. You heard Mr. Nubo saying here that he communicated with the chairman, Mr. Zeze, in order to regularize his financial contribution. And he also made reference to other activity within the party. So one would assume that Mr. Nubo is not this person who is standing outside and looking in. He is versed with the party activity. He knows what is going on. And when the party is in such turmoil, now I call it turmoil because it is in the news. And we have him with us. It is only fair that we go to him to ask these questions. Now, with some of the questions, perhaps too detail oriented that it can only be directed to the chairman, I agree. But only Mr. Nubo can determine that. Like I said, he's not an ordinary member of the party. He knows the leadership. He communicates with the leadership up and down the line. So what goes on in the party, he's aware of it. It was from that position that I asked Mr. Nubo that question. But the fact that he said he'll prefer the party chairman to come on, I agree with that. To answer this question, I agree. I too will look forward to seeing the party chairman on the platform once again, so that we can have a very engaging conversation. Thank you, Mr. Nipe.
Well, thank you so much. But I don't think we can take it, as you just said, that every Liberian should know what happens in Liberia, because this is about politics, and governance is about politics. So if I'm a Liberian and I'm in the bailiwick of the Republic of Liberia, it does not compel me to know everything that the government does in the context of bringing the government in and sandwiching the party to be the government. Because I understood you said that every political party is a government in waiting, and I agree with that. I agree with that. But to say that, since Mr. Nubo, like any other member of the LPP, is a due-paying person, should know everything, anything, each thing, all things about the LPP. I think is putting too much of load on Mr. Nubo. So this is why the intervention was made, that we timely search out the possibility in due time that Mr. Zizi and or Mr. Samuka or the co-chairman of the party can come, because this is about party politics. And those who are armed substantively with the issues and knowledgeable with the issues, these questions should be, and shall be directed to them. And in a way we can appeal to Mr. Nubo, good thought, to please encourage Mr. Zizi, or let Mr. Zizi designate one of his honoree. And then I think Mr. Nubo could reach to Mr. Samuka, or if we have Samuka's number, we can encourage him to come on this show, because this is about Liberia. And the LPP is a subset of the whole, because a part of a part is a part of a whole. And the LPP, we have to give them that due deference, and instead of discussing the issue and passing unconditional judgment on them. Having said that, we're just about 40 minutes to 8 o'clock, and we're going to go straight on the time. We're not going to waste any time. Is there anything on your mind, Mr. Nubo, that you would like to bring up for discussion? Hello, Mr. Nubo.
Yeah, several things on my mind. Things. Maybe for the sake of
time, we have 40 minutes. So let us not give ourselves a longer listing of things.
If I have 40 minutes, that's good.
Yeah, we have 40 minutes. I think we can discuss.
I agree with Mandori Birikatu. I agree with him 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that it was beneath the belt that we were having discussion here, and the host, Archie Wright, was on the phone with somebody, maybe Samukai, and he was telling us, what Samukai or that person was telling him. That is not a role of a host. That is not a role of a host. A host will come and say, let's bring both parties on board.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll bring them on board and question them. They did, Laura and Zizi were here. They were here. I mean, I was not questioning them, like LPP, partisan. I was talking like a panelist.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we need to do right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't want to do things panelist. And I feel that that's what Mr. Wright has done today by calling that person and quoting the election law, this and that.
Let me hold you right there. Let me hold you there, and
you say
yeah, you will come back. Don't worry about that. We will come back. Let me just clarify here.
Okay.
Mr. Wright was not on any telephone. What Mr. Wright was reading was an article in the Daily Observer. Just a moment, Mr. Nubo, just a moment.
Okay.
All due deference to you and Mr. Wright, he was not reading. He was not in communication with anyone, but the communication.
How do you know?
Because he was reading. He was reading a paper.
I
He was
say
he was reading the paper that right now.
everything we do here is recorded. So
No, at the moment, Mr. Nubo, if you give me a chance, please, please,
tomorrow
please.
I should go and review the tape.
Mr. Nubo don't like to be interrupted, but he interrupts all the time.
Mr. Nubo, if you be kind to me, I have the mic and I'm moderating for this evening, please.
I know you are moderating, but
May I have the courtesy, Mr. Nubo,
I'm
please.
telling you what I saw.
Mr. Nubo, please let me clarify here. Let me make a clarification here so that we can substantively understand ourselves while we on this set. Mr. Wright, as I read today, because normally before I come on set, I try to digest what is in the chat room so that I can have a positive input. And it was contingent on my reading and what I heard him reading that I said, no, let's hold it on there and wait for the co-chair or Mr. Sese himself. The man who is in the seat as the chairman of the party. I agree that the LPP is one of the oldest political parties. It comes before UP, which came into being somewhere around 1985, having its convention in Buchanan on the leadership of Dr. Casserly. So the legs of the UPP and the LPP, they came long before these parties, the Congress for Democratic Change, etc. So when he started, because I read, and he started reading the law, and I knew exactly he was going within the corridors of the National Election Commission. And that's why I interjected and said, no, let's leave it as that. So let us not preempt. Our move should not be preemptive that somebody's on the telephone and getting information from a source to bring it on the set. So having said
I think
that,
it's unfair for me to assist because I've been accused of something that
I saw a phone in your hand. That's why I said we should go and review.
I was reading from the phone. I was reading the article from the phone.
From the phone.
Mr. Nippy is correct. I was reading directly from the article. I can tell you the paragraph in the article and where to go. You see that right now. Yeah, I wasn't talking to anybody or reading something else. It was what was written in the Daily Observer in the article. That's how I read it, Mr. Nubo. And I don't get involved in shenanigans. If I want to say something, I say it. Nobody has to give me a talking point to do so. Back to you, Mr. Nippy.
Well, thank you very much. I think that we have taken the air out of that balloon, and we don't want it to soar in the air and then land into a strange territory. Having said that, what's on your mind, Mr. Wulu? Alex P. Wulu.
I don't know if he is awake.
No, I think he's trying to read the article himself. But anyway, since Mr. Nubo was there, let's give him let give him that deference to continue on his thoughts. Mr. Nubo, what's on your mind?
Well, I think we should move on. If there's any other topic to discuss, and what maybe Archie and myself need to do is to get Mr. Samukai and Mr. Sese here. I mean, if one of them agreed to come and the other one refused to come, no, it's that person's business. So no, I think we should move on and keep the show rolling.
I will be on the double on that tomorrow. I have the both of them number, but I think you know Mr. Zizi very well. So I mean, I'll try to reach out to him and see if he picks up.
Yeah, let them be here, and we ask them questions. Um, I think that would be the right thing to do. So if there's any other thing on the menu, we are about 29 minutes away. Maybe we can rush into it, and discuss it. What's in the news? Oh,
Something else on the menu. Or
somebody
something.
somebody told me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have not read it anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
but the inspector general said that by Saturday last week
Mm-hmm.
they were going to arrest some people,
Mm-hmm.
and those people left the country on Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and Saturday they announced that they were not in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe there were no arrests. I mean, that is what an individual told me today, because asking how many people they arrested up to Saturday last week, and that was the explanation. I don't know if any of you know. I mean, he said that when he met with the Senate,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if any of you know how many people they arrested up to Saturday last week.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Archie does. But the third issue that I was on, you just took that off my page here.
Oh,
The third issue was concerning this US $19.2 million worth of cocaine. And the reason why I made that the third issue is centered on the conversation of last night on Spoon Talk. On Spoon Talk, there were bits and pieces of information classified as confidential. Then that's where I want us to go. The confidentiality of the document that was addressed to the President of the Republic of Liberia, being channeled in the public domain on Spoon Talk. Um, and I am of the opinion if that document was classified as it said it was, then it should surely got into the hands of the Spoon Talk. So it's a matter of concern, especially when it comes to two issues here. How did it get into the domain of the Spoon Talk? And number two, why is it that the investigation is at a snail pace? Can we comment on those 2 points?
Well, what I was talking about the arrest is in connection with the $19 million drugs bomb.
Is that? But they don't they have Mr. King and other people, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when the inspector general met with the Senate,
Mm-hmm.
he said that by Saturday last week
Mm-hmm.
they were going to be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And my understanding is that by Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
it said that the people who are to be arrested has already left the country. They left on Wednesday. So to me, it's like a game. Yeah,
The people left on Wednesday. Do you know by what means? Did they leave by any of our borderline or via the RIA?
Well, I think one of the two, would be the possibility. I believe I don't know which airline leave Liberia on Wednesday, and we have Sierra Leone border there, and I mean, if the authorities do not want you to be arrested, they will assist you in all kinds of ways for you to get away from the country.
I don't want us to attribute that to the government of Liberia not being interested in hammering down this case to its logical conclusion. I don't want us to infer that either. That the government is giving the opportunity to these people who are drug users, because once you are in that business of manufacturing drugs or being the custodian or the exporter, or you want to use Liberia as a transit point prior to you exporting the drug, it does mean that you are also a drug user. So given that the government of Liberia has told all of us here in Monrovia, the whole of Liberia, and those of us in the diaspora and the international communications to speak, has vested is enormous interest in consolidating the investigation in such a way that it comes to an early conclusion. But actually, what say you? Is the government moving very fast or faster? Is the government engine of operation moving as it ought to go in view of this thing being an international crime? And Liberia's image, the image that was cleansed after the war, we get into the second tier of another disastrous image blotting. What say you, sir?
I want to double back on what Mr. Fadiga said while he was on the show the last time. He said one thing that we don't want to do is to give the impression that Liberia is a transit hub. He was very, very forceful about that. We do not want to give the impression that Liberia is a transit hub of all the narcotics, all the opioid. Because once you do that, I ask Chancellor and people will tell you, once the people convinced George Bush that Taylor was selling diamonds to people that he shouldn't be selling it to, that was it. Taylor was in the bullseye. And they were going to take him down no matter what. I don't think that's where the UP administration wants to go. But then here's the irony that I saw today. Your so-called Arthur Johnson, who is supposed to be the go-to lawyer, defense lawyer in Liberia there, made a statement that blew me off. Arthur Johnson is saying, I think he went on a social media page, encouraging the government to slow walk the process. Oh, take your time. I don't know you're going at Cummings or who you are going at. But I thought it was the very wrong thing to do. I think Arthur Johnson missed the mark. I mean, it clearly shows you're going after Cummings. He has a thing for Cummings. Because he kept saying, don't be born of political pressure. Cummings just spoke yesterday. A few days ago, whatever it was, what time it was. But he's one of the high-profile political figures that have spoken. So who will be putting the government on the political pressure that Arthur Johnson will be referring to? It has to be Cummings. And for a man who is a go-to lawyer to be saying such a thing, knowing fully well, even the kid that walk in the street, the kid that is walking the street can tell you about this case. Yes. That's how open the thing is. And that's how detrimental this thing is to the country. But this guy is saying, no, Mr. President, the UP hierarchy. No, you slow walk this thing. Fire, take your time, man. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to what it say. Careful.
But let me hold you right there and ask you a question. Don't you think that slow walking, that slow pace, knowing whose lawyer Councillor Johnson has been, it start him on to making the government be guilty by default if it didn't exercise judicial prudence on this matter, to fast track it and end it and put the corporates in jail? Don't you think it will come against the government?
No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. You and I live in America. We're seeing cases being fast tracked. We're seeing it.
That's what I'm saying. If the government doesn't fast track it, it will go against the government.
Doesn't fast track, okay.
Because I think what Councillor Johnson is doing is to profess as if he were on the government side. To say, take your own time. But taking your own time could bust on the other side and the government will be held at Langley. And I think that way he wants to carry the government. Don't you think so?
And that is, I am glad, Mr. Nippy, will have people of your such intelligence. If the people of Unity Party haven't seen you, Mr. Johnson, let them come and listen to you. This is exactly what Johnson is doing. Let's not forget, Johnson is the same guy who just defended Samuel Twe against the government. He's going back to court because they bribed the jury. They tainted the jury. So, of course, this man has a design plan here. And I'm glad you caught me in flight. That's what it is. That's what he's doing. Oh, I'm telling you, don't slow walk the process. Now, I says the irony of it. Johnson is advising the government to be careful, take your own time, don't let nobody rot you. Really? Really? I think the government will be running the fool's errand if they listen to. Yeah, to your point there. I think the government should fast track this thing because the evidence are there. I know somebody said the low man evidence, not the legal evidence, but I mean you can see the thing all over the place. That's now unless somebody deliberately, jurisprudence is crazy, but unless somebody deliberately choose to dump the government on this case, the government cannot lose a case. No way. They have to cooperate. I mean, the guys are already talking, They're already talking and ready to implicate others. And I'm telling you, I've been getting some text that show that, this thing went way back and the people talking, they don't want to talk the high five. They found out that this thing was here. Now, people been talking. From celebrity all the way. They've been talking. A lot of people hating it. That's what the thing is. The moving so slow, but they have people. I think, for like you said, for the sake of the country, you have to move. You have to move. I mean, even President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf herself are jumping to the state. And so you got to move this thing quick. Fast track the thing. Put the thing to the court. You know, let the chips fall where they may. Stop defending people. Stop trying to hide people. Because the nation is greater than any one person. You cannot put the nation at risk just because you want, protect certain scare cows in your midst. The country is already fragile. Financially, economically, we are not there yet. And we don't want this kind of, stigma to be hanging over our heads. Because once the rest of the news media pick it up in Africa, West Africa and Africa, this thing is gone. It's gone. Just like the $100 million, drug bust. We don't want this happening again. Because then it becomes, it becomes synonymous with the country. Like the Nigerian and drugs. You don't want that. I don't want to be a Liberian walking through an airport and pulling me aside to give me a special search because I'm a Liberian. Because my country is known for drug transit. And so for that reason, I may be having drug on my person because I'm a Liberian. You've been given a Nigerian treatment at airports. I don't want that.
So in other words, you are saying that the government should take you from what happened with the $100 million worth of cocaine, because it is not only those people who are the magical hands from outside the country who are trying to sow a bad seed of converting our country into a dangerous place for this substance. So you are saying that the government should watch out because there are many eyes on this issue.
Yeah.
Many eyes on this issue, and the sooner they can fast track it, the better our image will be cleansed. Otherwise, our image will be blemished. And when you have spots all over your body like a leopard, by the time you pass, everybody wants to say there's a leopard passing there, or there's a cheetah passing there because it's faster, and they want to put a fence in front of you. I think that's what you are alluding to, that you don't want to be in transit, moving on your business at the airport, at the train station, at the bus station, and not only you, but any Liberian for that matter, and then you are stopped. What if the president were traveling? I think the government should see that. There could be delay. There could be delay. There might be delay because the people within the security arrangement would say, well, we haven't heard anything about the $19.2 million case being solved by Liberia. And there's an entourage of the president, about 28 or 30 or 40 persons. Might we not let the president go? And then all the other people that his entourage be behind here, we got to search order and clean. I think that's what you are alluding to, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, such on call for, international embarrassment. That's what we don't want. And this can be a very inconvenient for people, businesses, and we don't want that kind of stigma. We don't want that at all. So yeah, we want the government to fast track this thing. Do your due diligence. Get your best guys on this case and put this thing away once and for all. I don't know why we're so holding on. I don't understand the thing. Why is this thing still being talked about? Why isn't it going to court yet? Why? I mean, you're proving everybody right. There's so much big hands behind this thing, Mr. Nippy. Nobody didn't go to court yet. Why? Why?
Let me ask you, Mr. Wright, one question before we go strictly to Mr. Dubo for the rest of the 7.5 minutes that we have. Is it possible for you to call colleague Rotnesier to come on this show as well, so that he can beef off the information to the public and let us know what is happening, because he seems to be a credible witness or a credible informant, since he's an investigative journalist, to help us so that our people in the southeastern area and elsewhere can understand. Is this something that you can do as soon as possible, sir?
Yeah. I got Ronnie Liberia number, but I heard he in the States here, so I gotta
Is in the States.
I gotta find his stateside number.
All right, so I know you can do that. Mr.
Okay,
George Nubo? Mr. George Nubo?
Yes, Honorable.
Yes, sir. I was looking for you in my late touchlight, and thank God I found you, sir. What say you about this $19.2 million drug bust? Are we gaining momentum? Are we walking slowly? Or do you see it being an issue of bagging it under the carpet, under the political carpet?
I think that what I said from the get-go, when the Inspector General appeared before the Senate, he said by last week, Saturday, they were going to be arrested. And my understanding is that by after Wednesday, most people that they named already left the country. So no, I think there's some debate going on in the investigation. And I would say, I'm saying it as George Numbo. I'm not saying it as I beg to differ. Anybody who will question the debate or accusation must call me and question me. I mean, the Inspector General said something to the Senate and he did not deliver. Here he was going to be charged with contempt. And I'm hearing that Arthur Johnson said, no, they should go slow on this and that. Arthur Johnson, myself, John Molu, and Serrano Sifa, we go back to George Weah administration, where the people call the Weah, tour Sifa, they say, the asset recovery. John Manu take care of it. John Manu drafted it. John Manu sent it to me and said, George, look at it. And it should be back by midnight. I sent it to John Manu. 2 weeks later, CFOS gave it to Arthur Johnson. So Arthur Johnson is looking for cases. When he say let the government go slow, he's looking for clients. And maybe his justification would be that maybe that the people are not already in the country, they have already left the country. So we don't have a case. So they slow down, go slow, yield fruit for him. I mean, I have no side When I say no side,
Mhm.
I mean, on the drugs issue, like partisan issue, the only side I'm on is the Liberian side, the Liberian people. We don't want drugs in our country. We don't want for our country to be considered a narco state. And I'm happy the the way people used to knock their heads against the light pole.
Mhm.
I don't know, Kush. I'm happy
Good.
it slowed down.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm happy it slowed down, and I feel that we should continue. And not only slowing down the Kush, but all the people that bring Kush or whatever into the country, holding them accountable. I mean, it would be it would be funny. I get to to Philadelphia airport. I'm going to Liberia, and they session me, for drugs because I'm Liberian. and and the airline waiting.
Mhm.
They said somebody called George Numo was to be on the airline,
Mhm.
but because of the things that are going on in Liberia, in mother Liberia,
Mhm.
innocent man George Numo.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. And if Archie and myself we're on a flight, the same flight, I would say that man from Liberia too.
As I know that well, I don't know him.
Why you can't get it back? Nothing coming tomorrow. Yeah, so I mean, this thing here, oh, we have to take them serious.
Mhm.
If we don't do it, tomorrow the winners will be the criminals.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So no, that's my point, and that is my closing. Thank you.
Well, gentlemen, we have to commend all of you for being so straightforward, not missing your words, articulating the issues to the point where if mother Liberia or father mother Liberia or father Liberia or mother Monrovia were human beings listening to us, they would say the issues are being well articulated. It has been a wonderful show, and I want where was Mr. Wulu, Mr. Alex Wulu, Alex P. Wulu, because it's midnight, it's 1 minute after midnight, and I want to thank you, gentlemen, and those in the radio and television landscape for being so kind to use your time, to use your expertise, the time that you could have been on doing other things to be on this set. We must think about our mother's country. This is where our umbilical cord lies. And that is why when we go to Liberia, I always remember the song Sweet Liberia by Jiba, Zach and Jiba, because Liberia is a sweet country. It's a glorious land of liberty, and the framework of the national anthem was not wrong with those kind of phrases that connects all of us, with hearts and hands our country cause defend, then we will all prevail. Then and only then we can say, long live Liberia, this home of glorious liberty shall long be. Gentlemen, and those in the radio land, I'd like for Mr. LSP to take us home. Thank you, Mr. Wright, for giving me the opportunity to sit in your stead. And Mr. Nuba, you've always been fantastic. It's a wonderful time. We've had a wonderful time. A salute to all of our people in the radio and television land. I beg to leave you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful and a splendid night. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You do the same, sir.
Alex, are you here?
Alex is there. He's Mr. Never, you're right. I'm reading the back.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ulu.
Not easy.
I know the time is fast spent on that side, and we applaud you guys for coming every day and putting us on top. We cannot be top FM and then we'll be at the bottom. And this is what I'm encouraging Mr. Wright to call on Mr. The journalist, the front page managing editor, to make his presence felt on this station.
I should talk around.
Please do. Okay, Mr. Wu, it's all yours. Have a blessed night, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nepe. I'm sorry for not being too active tonight because I have a test on hand tomorrow and trying to do everything possible to be part of it tomorrow. You know, I'm going to say the minute I generally be I hate asking people again. All right, good night. So, folks, that's it. Let's say many thanks to all of you for being part of the show here this evening. We take break to be back tomorrow, same time, same station. We do appreciate every one of you for your listening role played. This is how we let to take break. But I'm still here with you up to 1 o'clock, at which time we'll be going off air to be back by 4:30 in the morning. So that's it, and let's keep doing this together.
TOP FM